Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Frostpunk 2. That rarest of creatures, a sequel that actually adds and improves upon its predecessor. A rarity. Very, very much so a rarity. Where, I'm going to haul out a goodly bit more of my coal resources, as to buy as much time as humanly possible, before trying to transition over to oil to give myself time to build up a little bit of a stockpile, hopefully. As we've got the oil set up over here now, where we've got 2 extractors working. So we've got a halfway decent income, though I definitely want some pump jacks going, I think, before we continue onwards. There's also this thing, but it can't be salvaged just yet. I'm presuming that's kind of like a oh shit factor. And, oh yes, the research outpost thingy. That sounds like something would be worthwhile building, the research outpost. Nah. Now, I'm kind of hoping that is not actually an outpost, and it just provides resources, or, like, research like everything else. Oh, god damn it. Right, because I was researching that, but I didn't research it in time, I guess. Wait, hold on, can I? Hold on, can I cancel that? I can, okay, well if I already failed it, there's no point in doubling down on failure, now is there? No. In fact, if anything, yes, pump jacks. I was going to go for pump jacks. Fracturing or hydraulic, so disease slightly increased, squalor slightly increased, material demand, that's a lot less material though. You know what? It's 100 extra workers. Now, you know what? I'm actually going to go with their idea for once, because, yeah, it's a lot less materiel, and materiel is going to be one of those things that's going to starve my ass at this point. Right, tools for the job. Steward, some service workers aiding our prefab production are asking for better tools. It don't make a lick of sense we muck around with basics tools while advanced machinery sits idle waiting for operators, said one volunteer. Full-time workers are wary of the idea. It takes training to use these machines safely. Training these weekend workers just haven't got, said one veteran, high-torque bandsaw operator. Should we let these volunteers use professional equipment? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. New Londons and Faithkeepers. God, really? The New Londons and the Faithkeepers want this? This is gonna kill people. You know that, right? This is gonna kill quite a lot of people. This is gonna cause some pretty horrific mutations. Sorry, dismemberments. Fine. If you want to do it, on your toes and fucking fingers, be it. Don't think that's a very good idea, mind you, but if you're demanding, then, well, I guess we're gonna let you. Very, very bad idea. So, you know, Arch getting oiled live for our pleasure. Good. Oh, disgusting. I know, Mika. I know. I know, this is dumb. Like, they're gonna get a lot of themselves killed. But the Faithkeepers and the New Londoners are my preferred lot, so if they really, 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 really want to hurt themselves, then fuck. Hurt themselves, I will let them.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Captain's mind. The captain himself ordered this mine dug as New London's coal began to dwindle, but his hastily laid trail was lost to a whiteout. The shafts are marked with the miners' final farewell to their families. 250 coal. I don't think that's necessary right now. Mysterious tower. Tall towers can be spotted on these peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. We could have an expedition try to reach this site from underground. Really? 30? Damn. But are still used to construct. Restart the machine. Outpost here to generate materials. So, outposts and colonies are two different things. Right? Actually, hold on. Before I try that out, let me save real quick. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's 250 materials for 2.4 million. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. That is definitely worth it, no doubt. Ah, gosh darn it. There. That's definitely worth it. Windward Moor. Freezing wind buffered this part of the valley. Following our oldest maps, our scouts found a generator construction site buried under the snow, but little of use remains. Okay, so that is another generator site. Okay, alright, I am beginning to understand. Let's explore the gorge whilst we're here. I'm gonna hold off on the Tesla City one for a little while, because that sounds suspicious. Awfully suspicious. Skiki, wouldn't adaptation to the frost and thus asserting dominance over frosty mommy nature count as a mind-breaking too? Thinking face? Lollipop. Would it though? Would it truly? Would it truly? Would it truly? The real Zartax, the only acceptable position for Mother Nature is to be in is begging dead humanity not treat her too badly. Dale reminder to play Anbina. That is correct. Nightbringer 325, it's time to drill Mother Nature's holes for our pleasure. Also donation for you to play Spore. Spore? Okay. Well, we're not starting any more funds at the moment, unless there's, I don't know, unless they've had, yeah, no, not likely, not likely. Right, we are researching that thing. We have a research institute, which is kind of pointless to us now. Right, let's see if I can just hold out for long enough to get the new pump jack thingy, and see if I can build it, because I've got, what, 11 weeks of coal. Hoi. Jesus, that's not a lot of coal, is it? That really is not a whole lot of coal, is it? That's really not a whole lot of coal, is it? Alright, well, we can decrease crews over here even more now that we're getting material from the outside world. That'll increase our coal by a tiny bit. Very tiny bit until we run out completely. Because I'd love to have those pump jacks in place first. That's kind of what I'm hoping here. So to Firewater, why do they screw over the Sister of Silence for Madame Chadchin? Because they actually kind of hate the Sisters of Silence, that's why. They're not actually particularly fond of the Sisters of Silence. In fact, they are deeply distrustful and distasteful of the Sisters of Silence in general. Alright, society, harvesting funerals, everything more or less is... I would like the Steward's Militia. I'm probably... Okay, right, I see. So, New Londoners, I'm going to have to promise them something. Building... calibrated goods factory. Building mechanized saw. I can do that. I can promise you that. And 49, 30, 21... I'm probably going to need the Faith Keepers as well. What do you want? Hold evening prayer. Send Faith Keepers pray with people and preach that better days lie ahead. Fuck yeah, I have no problems with that. Alright, 57 against 21, hesitant 22. That's probably good enough. Don't want to negotiate with Frostlanders too to make it certain. Alright, what do you want from me if I want that? Recast composite factory, law, weather adjusted shift, no. Build salvaging factory. Resource. Yeah, fine. Okay, right. There we go. That's a guarantee. And Jizzy Jinx makes expeditions safer by researching it, by the way. I did get that thing that makes resources, that makes, expeditions, safer. Yes, I did get that. Very useful. Right, so I don't actually have any people to work in those buildings, do I? No, I do not. I don't have any research crews either. Oh, have I found myself in what we might often refer to as a little bit of a pickle-wickle? It's possible that we have discovered ourselves a pickle. Hold on. Panic not over the possession of the pickle just yet. There we go, lots of food, so that's not the worst thing ever. Right, so industrial, salvaging factory. Salvaging factory, which I could build there. What does that make? Prefab?
Question. Fire is the answer.
Probably prefab. Okay, let's actually turn this over into building wares for a little bit, because that would be nice. We also need the mechanized sawmill, which is 300 workers. That's not that bad. 300 workers is not that bad. I can squeeze out another 300 workers from somewhere. And I'm just about to get a population bump too, so I should be fine. I really am going to need to switch over to fucking oil very, very soon. And mechanized sawmill, there, where I can actually have a little bit of long-term use for it. And hold evening prayers. There you go. Happy dappy. Happy wappy. Abigail Green, 29 Scout. I can't see. It's a little brie. Told me it's gonna keep. Oh, that's the yeah, that's the hornia one. Or cornea, hornia, pornia, cornea. Oh, whatever it is, it's useful for people. Right, there we go. That's that thing. Right, do I need more humans over here? Because I've almost got the... There we go, we've got the thing. Right. Hydraulic pump jack, 400 workers. No, I should have enough for 2. Right. Make one there, and of course, fucking heat stamps. Goddamn fucking heat stamps. I goddamn fucking hate the fucking heat stamps. Listen. I am the one who prints the money. Surely I could just print more heat stamps, right? There. 2 more hydraulic jacks, and they're gonna need just a tiny bit more material import, which we can easily enough meet. There. Perfect. Nitro, shout, I saw a Reddit post where the Russian soldiers are being given blessed slips of paper with Psalm 91 written on it. Purity seals are here. We get closer to the 41st millennium every day. We do indeed. Is it not beautiful, brothers? Is it not beautiful?
To the steward by post to avoid unnecessary queuing.
Right, and we're out of fucking houses again for the umpteenth time in the last 5 seconds. If I just do that, and, yeah, that coal is running out. Right, okay, let's start pumping in the oil. That coal is just about done. Right, so we've got 173 now. That's pretty good, I hope. There. Alright, 94% for mindbreak hentai Mother Nature. And there is no monetary dispute, so mind-breaking Mother Nature it is then. And Marek Gruska becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. It's happy to have you. Yes, that's a word. It's nice to have you here. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question remains what it means for our future. The years of suffering are coming to an end. Their leaders shout across the city square. With the gift of oil and the light of the furnace, we can defeat the frost and build a warm paradise. Let us improve the blessed engine and pump oil until the snows of the city melt forever. However, the Evolvers disagree. The frost is our reality. What Faithkeepers lecture is not only foolish, it is hubris. We can't wait for New London's generator to rust. We have to adopt to this world, settle, and repopulate the Frostlands. We will defeat the Frost, you banal shitstains. Okay, well, and then we must research for the surplus injectors made in London warmer than before. We find all can help us remove. These will not run out. We may tap them for the security of the city. Ew. Hold on. Do I not get the thing immediately? That's going to be a problem. First use very high percentages of a okay, so you can make coal into it as well. That's nice. Right. Generator upgrade. And of course, foregoing the use of other fuels. Already researched. Okay, so that's, yeah, you do get that. Thank fucking Jesus. Using the heat from the oil power generated to access the unlost ones where they are available. Production efficiency is increased, unlocks the extra deep deposits, which are virtually unlimited. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice. You can't afford research. What? Because cause? I'm presuming because cause. Heat dispatcher. For course, requirements, heat demand, plus 40 heat demand. Okay, so that plus. Okay, so that adds heat, I'm presuming. Alright. Okay, so now I presume it switches over to oil. On. Cancel session, district. Pouring ice on fire. Steward, the growing fervor of certain groups in our city has become a cause for alarm. Agitators rile up tensions and push their factions to more radical and violent action. Provided we build enough prison space, our guards could place such militants in preventative arrest. Ooh. Well, that's nice. Construct generator oil pump in the central district. Ah, I need to make something. Okay. Of course, heat stamps. Motherfuckers, do you not know that we're in a bit of a precarious situation here, laddies? Right, well, we can survive on the... No, we cannot. Right, hold on. I know everybody's freezing to death, but chillax for a moment. We need to finance the new system first. Ah, there we go. You just plonk that down there.
Terminal.
Right, it's gonna be real chilly for a few weeks, lads.
Chances of a successful
Service guarantee
transplant
There we are.
depend on it.
And we can now demolish that, as there is no more coal left to mine anywhere around here. Right, do need to increase shifts at the food factory. Nice and simple. And that gives me a surplus of 52 fuel. Not too bad, not too bad, not too shabby. Oh, wait, what's that red marker? Fervor. Ah, I guess that means they're getting really pissed off at me, huh? Okay, well, shit. Street prayers. Steward, the faith keepers, invigorated by the visions of improving the generator and building a warm utopia, are rallying all citizens during street prayers. Listen, all who have spirit. Their sermons cry out, the captain's words, day 5, verse 3. The generator may warm our skin, but faith will warm our hearts. Rally, brothers and sisters. We will yet build a warm paradise. Their prayers continue. They invigorate all who would listen to put additional efforts for the city that benefit the city. Do you want to ask them to promote something specific? Okay. Percentage of active workers is increased. Heat stamps, hold evening prayers. Heat stamps. God help me. Heat stamps, yes.
The steward leadership in street prayers. All faithful are invited to join them.
There is never enough goddamn heat stamps. Alright, we've got plenty of that, we've got plenty of that, we've got plenty of that, we've got plenty of all kinds of stuff. Right. But we are going to keep needing to keep exploring, so we're bringing in resources from there, there's a thing over there, the coal over there is about to run out. Weather station. This outpost once predicted temperature drops for Winterhome. The peak is visible for miles around, the ideal place for a beacon to help travelers reach New London. Increases population growth. Ew, I don't know if I want that. Winterhome Bridge. Remains of the old bridge leading to Winterhome. An ominous sign hangs from the nearest city. Only death lies beyond. Whether it was left by would-be jokers or superstitious cunts, it's unclear. Alright, alright. Right, we're beginning to eat up the food that's over there. We could get this. It would increase significant disease, which is not super duper awesome. How many workers do I've got free now? Oh, we're saving. How many workers have we free? 906. Okay, you know, 906 workers, it's time to outfit more expeditions, Misa believes, sir. Because this has already been expanded. Right, yes, it's already been expanded. Wait, hold on. Oh, there's another empty building slot. Never mind. Hold on there. Hold on. So, hold on. Hold on. Scouts headquarters. Is there anything that's still, like, safe? Okay, so the degrees are deadly, dangerous, safe. So we've got plenty to explore before we back into really dangerous territory. So another automated logistics bay will actually do just fine. Slap that on right there. Are we out of houses again? I don't think so. We probably just need to, you know, increase heating a little bit here and there. Just make people a little bit warmer. -9. -9 is fine. So there's a few people who's gonna have to sleep outside. So the fuck what? Toughen up. Generator upgrade 2. Hey, surplus generator plus which burns like this fuel to increase amp probability to 15%. No, not just yet. Deep melting drill, that sounds useful though. Marksman of 117B, I offer these 7 of 9 cat lives to the bridge god. Thank you. And Hexy, why build prisons when we can build gulags? That's a good idea. Why don't we just send them outside? I would think that the outside would be plenty cold. Did I? Oh, have I not picked one of these? Okay. Exploration time is slightly decreased. Heat demand is decreased. Heat stamp income per capita is slightly increased. Okay. Expedition support is supported by the Frostlands and the Evolvers, but frankly, I've got enough support amongst them, so I don't really care. Heat pipe watch. Heat demand is decreased. Heat demand is always good. Or heat stamps. Heat. Like, heat is universally required at all times, so... What do you want from me? Mechanized sawmill... Mechanized scout. Ooh. Now that sounds funny. I like the idea of that. Yeah, no, I'll accept that. Let's go for it. And Gotrodim, did you usher grandmas into the back door of the kitchen yet for the final meal? Witcher. Not yet, but I did send them out to freeze to death, so partially. Just a little bit. Alright, plus 96 oil now, lovely.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Like, we don't need mechanized scouts, I like freezing to death out here. It's like, oh, come on now. Really? Really, the scouts are out there, it's like, I don't want no car. I prefer walking on my own 2 feet and being exposed to all the dangers of the wasteland. Really? Really now? Really? Really? Why? Why would you prefer that? Why would that be preferential for you? Alright, let's send those 30 dudes out there then to find out what we can find. And I mean, there is a use for coal now, if I can actually liquefy coal. But we won't worry about that just yet. It's about to get a pinch chilly again, lads. Such is reality, such is life, such is our suffering.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
52% progress to the next one. 9 houses. Crime minor. Squalor minor. My city is happy. And if my city is happy, I am happy. Stuart. Right, let's actually frost break over to that, just so we're... ready for it when we need it. Stuart? Stuart? Is that you, Stuart? Is that you, Squidwards? More materials, okay. Fine, I can acquiesce to your demands. I can even actually give you... Actually, no, there's no point now, is there? Let's see. Crime is minor. People trust me. Yeah, fuck the colonists. They don't need access to luxuries. Why the hell would they need access to luxuries for? Yeah, no, screw them. Screw their little bumholes. Nobody likes them. The real Zartax, you have to think of heat generation as burning less fuel. This is why your generator should always be cooling off. Never have it sit at 0% overdrive. Always be cooling off. Really?
Rally organizers must clean up any discarded leaflets after the event.
There's also casualties, but I don't want casualties. Maybe we'll test out the overdrive a little bit, just for shits and giggles, and see what happens, right? You know, if thousands of my people throw themselves into the generator and die, then we'll turn it off. If not, Cold storage. Steward, some researchers and doctors have petitioned us to preserve the remains of corpses that have been harvested for organs. Science knows no bound. Incinerating harvested bodies, returning the ashes to their relatives is a waste of potential. There will come a day when we can get more out of these remains, they claim, advocating that we freeze them instead. People may not be happy now, but in due time they will see reason and applaud our foresight. I mean... Yeah, no, you know what? Yes, let's do that. That sounds like reasonable stuff to me. Obviously, there's way more we could get out of a corpse, right? There's way more we could get out of a corpse. I don't know exactly what right now, but I enjoy the idea of just filling enormous storage yards with the frozen dead for future usage. It sounds progressive and intriguing to me. Mechanized scouts. Build it now. Did you hear that someone tried an Islamic solution at a Trump rally? I did indeed hear that. Now, so as to not become too much of a dev here, but there are now counter tales about that, where there is Is you empty? No, you still have 19,000 left. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? Weather station. Oh yeah, the increased stuff. Nah, I don't know. I really don't need more people right now. I don't think that's fine. I've got 35 dudes left over. Oh, Tesla crater. Our scouts reached the end of the tunnel and found an isolated crater and unpowered electrical towers on top of the sheer cliffs to all sides. At the bottom of the crater is a frozen lake, structures frozen beneath the ice. Geologists suspect the lake is not natural, but formed after a flash of heat melted the snow on the nearby peaks and flooded the crater in the valley. We have no idea what could have released so much heat, but it seems old Tesla was up to something big here. If we set up an outpost, maybe we could dig down into the ice and salvage some structures for parts. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Whatever Nikola Tesla was up to is something I probably want to take part in. What's the most economical way to get around here? Probably not that. Fucking crater. I mean, probably by research. Yeah. Find out what's there. That'll be a much more economic thing. Might as well launch expeditions over here as well. But yes, I heard about that. But then there also came out that apparently it was a false report that the bomb dog that had detected it had actually been training, basically, and that it wasn't actually a bomb, it was a false positive that people had then reported on. That's what I heard as well, so who even knows at that point. Though I would be surprised if somebody tried to explode the Trumphalophagus. I would find that relatively unlikely, just because it is goddamn difficult to get access to actual explosives. It is not easy. Even like the homemade improvised explosive stuffs is not simple to get a hold of in any kind of decent quantity, and certainly not to the point where you begin filling entire trucks with explosives. So that sounds like one of the slightly more fantastical assassination attempts that have popped up recently, in my opinion. Sandoom, these scientists are wanting servitors. Good idea. Ooh, I like the idea of servitors, yes. Alright, the food is also running out. 2,500 remains. Well, I'll get whatever I can from those carcasses. And continue ice-breaking operations. Over there. Get me ready for more explorers should I need them. And I probably want some preemptive homes for people, don't I? 200 workforce. Okay, I'm actually low on workers now. I've got these places completely turned off. What is this? This is a... That's an extraction area, that's an industrial district. Okay. We do not need that many prefabs and production. Right, so, where have I made it so that I can make double flames? I've got double flames over here. There you go, double flames for way more heat production stuff. I can even get a quadruple flame there, plus 40 heat. Neato Cheeto. Fajito, something. Yes, build that. Excellent. Nicely heated little buildings. Who could ask for more? Generator surplus injectors. 0 out of 2. Activate surplus injectors. Research mill melting deep. Build a deep melting drill. Okay, what's a deep melting drill? A deep melting drill requires cores. Okay. Do I have cores I haven't salvaged yet? I think... Yes, I do. Yeah, go salvage the cores then. So basically, I take a core and I just sink it into the goddamn ground to find infinite resources. Kawaii desu ne ne ne. A little bit worried about how crazy you fuckers are starting to look. Alright, anything else I would like to... Harvesting hangars. Harvesting efficiency... nah, no immediate need for that. Heating. Heat surplus generatability, which burns all excess fuel to increase output all district up to 15%. Contract cost 4 cores. Sounds mildly ridiculous to me. Acute heat dispenser. Squalor is slightly increased. 200 workforce right. 40 heat demands. 20 heat demands, but no squalor. But 400 workers at twice the cost of workers, which is a lot. But no squalor, meaning no negative. And the negatives, I imagine, will begin to stack eventually. Ew, I haven't seen this before. Dutiful youth. Percentage of active workers increased. Crime is slightly decreased. Youth volunteers due to city ability, which boosts city workforce but decreases trust. Decreases heat staff income. Don't want that. Watchtowers. Guard squad outpost. I do need to start looking into that, probably. Crime is slightly decreased. Patrol watchtowers. Tension to rise.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Alright. And hospitals. Alright, well, I don't have any desperate need for any of these at the moment. But I do like crime slightly decreased. Decreases trust. Honestly, I've got pretty damn amazing trust right now, so a slight decrease of trust is not a problem to me.
All leaks and damages to the nearest.
Rising heat. Steward, we have received reports that some people started turning heat pipe watch into some kind of social gathering. All this was needed when we were desperate for more heat, said a participant. Right now, everyone's warm, and so we spend time getting to know each other. Oh, yeah. In most cases, people share food and drink, but we've heard of dancing and more lewd behavior. Less efficient at decreasing heat temperature, but slightly decreases tension. Yeah, if people want to fuck on top of the heating pipes, let them. God damn it. There is a limit to the quantity of luxuries in this world already. So if people want to spend their time on heat duty watch banging, fuck it. Who go on. The rails are taxed. Remember to actually turn the overdrive off before it explodes, though. What if your fuel stockpile are full, as in that case, it doesn't really matter. I do need to remember to turn it off at some point. Now we can turn it off. I'll cool down a little bit. Stockpile hub is indeed full. I'd love to get some more stockpile stuff, honestly. Oh well. I'll worry about that later. So this one food production area is beginning to run dry. Oh, only for the top. Yeah, the deep fertile soil has 200 million left, so it's not going to run out anytime soon. Now, what I did, minus 90 food. Hold on there, un momento. Right, still a little, well, I'm about to grow my pop, so let's not worry about having too few workers just yet. Right, we've got 15 dudes. This is being explored. Can we explore anything else whilst we're doing that? Perhaps? That's still dangerous. That's still dangerous. That's safe, but I can't explore it. Safe, yep. Send people into the valley then. Deep melting drill. I do kind of want that. So squalor, notable. Yeah, that's why I kind of don't want more squalor, honestly. And crime, minor. It's not a problem. Oh, are we voting on something? Mechanized scouts. Oh, did I not vote on that? Yes, vote on that, of course. Yes, that's a good one.
Hear ye,
lovely.
ye. The votes are in. The measure passes.
God damn it, this random extra prefab cost thingy. It does annoy me ever so mildly. Why is there a red icon there?
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Why is there a red icon there? What was that? What does that mean? There's a little house there, and I don't know what that little house means, which worries me. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay, we got 15 dudes spare again. We're researching that. Valley. Yep. Oh. I just cancelled the expedition, did I? Motherfucker. Oh, well, such is life. Sometimes you do dumb things. Required 10, 20... 25, required 20, required 25, god damn it. Right, our pop is about... I'm worried about my food output, honestly, which is why I kind of don't want to increase my... I've got food up there. Yeah, fuck it, let's get more Frostlanders in. Let's get the workforce going. But what I did find interesting, returning to the point I had like 5 minutes ago, is the proposal to increase the price on foreign food imports in the US that Trump came out with recently. That one I found quite intriguing, because I was thinking like, okay, is that going to help? Because surely the US produces enough food for itself, right? No. America is actually now a net importer of food, which is a very, very bad thing, by the way, especially for a nation like the United States of America, which should be able to produce all the food it could possibly desire. Steward, the Faith Keepers have extended their rallies to a new district. During the most recent event, they announced a new idea regarding waste heat conversion. They drafted a new law on their own, heat overclocking, now presented to the city. We've done the work, all the stewards has to do is put it to a vote. Meh? Meh? Maybe? That sounds useful enough, I suppose. Alright, I've got the thing now. A deep melting drill. So... where would I put it? What is it? Is it some kind of an upgrade? What about the deep melting drill? Oh, okay, so you can put it... I don't know if I quite understand. So... is that because that has like a thing? Yes, okay, food district. Right, hold on. If I,
Be proud to be part of a maintenance brigade.
if I expand...
Your city thrives because of you.
this heat district... if I expand this district, could I then... could I then use that to get more... to get basically another source of infinite food? Is that how that works? Am I understanding this correctly? No, that is not how that works. Oh, okay, so alright, I think I get it. So you only actually get access to the infinite resources if you have one of those melty thingies. Otherwise, you don't actually gain access to it. Is that how that works? Deep fertile soil remaining. Access to the deep... yep, there you go. Right, okay, that makes a degree of sense. Right, so I expended the wrong neighborhood. Fucking brilliant for me, then. Right. Right, so I expanded the wrong neighborhood, but hopefully it increases productivity or something. Who knows? Right. Youth volunteer duty, city ability. City's workforce but decreases trust. Right, I think that sounds like a good idea. Let's negotiate with the New Londoners for that. What do you want? Pressurized coal liquefier, advanced fracturing pump jack, building blast foundry, materials output. Right, I can probably get you that. And that will probably be enough. There we go, yep, plenty.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Right, and then we build the... No, because we haven't done the thing yet. Expand. Yes, like that. And then we build a housing district there for the double heat. There we go. Loads and loads and loads and loads of lovely heat. Right, that'll give me access to the food under the water, under the waves, or whatever the fuck. I'm going to need more food, though. Food is beginning to be an unironic problem. Past heat overclocking. God, you're asking me for too many goddamn things right now. Please stop. I hate it. Advanced hothouses. Okay, disease is increased, squalor is increased. Honestly, I'd rather increase disease. 100 food output. Advanced chemical hothouse. But I think that'll synergize better with what I already have, so let's get that one. Indebted to the past, Steward, a group of dutiful youth members, have come with a humble request. I was a rebel before, but old Mr. Fenny showed me the proper way to be a man, said the spokesman. Spending time with him and his generation, we understand how much we owe them. We can't even imagine what it was like to survive the whiteout years, what sacrifices they had to make. He and his peers wish to organize a thanks and remembrance ceremony, during which they will reward the elders' residents from every community with medals and gifts. Should we fund this endeavor? No. You are not taking my heat stamps away from me, child. You don't understand. I need those fucking heat stamps. I genuinely do need those fucking heat stamps. Get away from me. You don't understand, child. Those heat stamps are worth more than you are. Significantly more than you are, in fact. Right, I'm presuming that will then be able to be transferred, like, through that, I fucking hope. Silver automatons. Under the snow lies a convoy of automatons with imperial livery and tarnished silver hulls. The machine seems to have come from the Ashtop Mountain. The scout managed to decipher their last instruction: if no one arrives, seek survivors. Our scouts are confident they could repair the automatons to work in New London, otherwise we could repurpose the automatons' cores. 1,200 workforce is pretty great, but 4 cores. I feel like I'm going to need a lot of cores. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need a lot of cores. Plague shacks. The crowds surviving in these hunting shacks have a distinctive pox all over their skin. They claim that affliction makes them more resistant to the cold. Unconvinced, our scouts keep their distance. Disease Yeah, I don't think so, no. Yeah, no. A silent vigil. Amidst the icy desolation, a circle of nomad elders stand frozen, their bodies intertwined in a final embrace. Their united resolve is evident as they face their fate together, their eyes fixed upon a distant sea. Improve Frostlanders and Evolvers. You know what? Yeah, no, we'll bury them at home. Fuck the nomads. Languid hero. These reindeer seem to be slowly dying away to constant storms and lack of edible fauna. They won't survive too many more years. Perhaps we should send out hunters whilst we can. An outpost here could increase our supply of food by 90 until it's depleted. 9th of food is depleted. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. I mean, I feel like we should just domesticate the little shits, but if we can only eat them, then eat them we shall. A crumbling warehouse sits by a dilapidated track. It has been pillaged many times by scavengers, but one of our scouts noticed a metal trap door. She drilled through the thick metal and entered a buried chamber containing a pristine core. Instruction manuals in the chamber show the core was intended to drive a locomotive, but we can refurbish it for the purposes in New London. Well, freebies are the best kind of bees. Rowett Expedition, possible settlement. The abandoned base welcome us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost, but the training hall remains intact along with the equipment used in attempts to contact other generator cities. Leave the supplies. Yes, I'm thinking that exploration is going to be pretty gosh darn important. So we shall do that. Dreamer's Mine. Materials. Wow, fuck yeah. Could I just yeah, there you go. Lovely. Right, that leaves me with 5 exploration teams. Dick all. Okie dokie. Well, easy come, easy go and all that. Logistics department. Construct. How is my generator? Is it overheating yet? Yes. Let's turn that off for a little bit. Oh, right. So, before the video game distracted me by video gaming at me, research battery, pass heat overclock. Yep, research blast foundry. I'll need to do that, but I'm still going to be on quite a bit of cooldown. This wear thing is a little bit annoying. It kind of pops up occasionally and it annoys me. Right, that brings it down to 8, which is not too bad. Yeah, I do need to start getting rid of some squalor, don't I? Yeah, I don't really need one just yet. We'll hold off on that. But yes, to return to the point I was distracted from many hours ago, the idea, because when I first saw the Trump proposition to increase the tax on foreign food imports, I was like, okay, that sounds silly, because surely the United States has enough food, right? But it does not. The US actually went from a net exporter of food to a net importer of food in 2023. Because up until that point, yes, America had been a net exporter of food, which you would think would be obvious considering the sheer quantity of arable land in the United States. I mean, holy goddamn shit, how the fuck can the US ever be running out of food? But in 2023, it happened. And so then, actually increasing the tax on foreign goods makes a lot more sense. Because what you need then is clearly to increase the competitive capabilities of the United States of America. If the US is not producing enough food for itself, that is a big issue. And by making foreign goods more expensive, you will make people choose domestic goods more often. As people choose domestic goods more often, the profitability of domestic goods increases. Thus, because it is more profitable, more people will choose to make domestic goods. Thus, in turn, resulting, of course, in an increase in the quantity of domestically produced goods, which will, in turn, yet again, decrease the cost of goods. So this is a long-term solution to the problem of increased food prices in the US. But it is probably, in my opinion at least, the best solution. This is why I am also vehemently pro-tariffs. Because when you're a nation like America that really has no problems whatsoever with raw resources, yes, you should aim to be self-sufficient in every way you conceivably can, and only in really dire circumstances should you ever rely on foreign exports. Amber Cooper, conservator, restoring an old London painting. We won't lose our history, all that knowledge, literature, art. It'll live with us. With our past as our bedrock, we can stand on the shoulders of the great who came before us. We can build on what they've done. Our history doesn't have to weigh us down. It can bolster us forward. It can be a foundation.
Guarantees citizenship.
Right, pass heat overclocking. Oh, that is not a very popular thing, is it? Okay, Refurbished good factory. Research building. Refurbished good factory. Alright. Vote, my little darlings, vote!
The votes are in the measure.
Okay, and then we need the research blast furnace, which has a 29 weeks. Hopefully I can research that in time.
Attention, citizens. A new...
I do need more sources of oil in the not-too-distant future. Actually... They all safely. 50,000 oil stockpile. Okay, so there's 50,000 oil over there. Right, that is quite brilliant, so we're not going to be needing to worry about our oil just yet. 120 goddamn heat stamps. Why is it always the heat stamps? Why is it always the bloody heat stamps? Alright, and I've got a scout headquarter here. Yes, okay, yeah. With a scout headquarter, we just need an automated logistic bay then, and we are good to go. With 13 groups, okay. Faithkeepers, rallies expand. Contribute, yep, heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, motherfucking heat stamps, motherfucking heat stamps, give. It's all I want. Heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps, stamp. Right, now I need to research Blast Foundry. I'm presuming that's under resources. Foundries? Blast Foundries, 100, of course. Natürlich. Obviously. Alright, it's actually going to get warmer in the future, which is nice. Foundries, Blast Foundries, 11 weeks. Yep, that should be... Yep, that's good enough. Not a problem. Nemo problemo. 28 scouts free. Right, mountains are now safe, so dispatch scouts into the mountains as well. Lovely. This random thing that just cops me prefab things, a little bit annoying. Squalor notable, yes, I know. I would love to decrease it somehow, but I have no idea really how. Build melting drills. I know. I too wish to build melting drills, but we're not quite there yet. Houses? Nah, let's not bother with houses just yet. Dreadnought, you should be having enough fuel now. Right? Yeah, plus 78. You've got plenty, no problems. In fact, you've got so much that we shall increase deliveries as well. There. Oh, we need to upgrade this to a sky route, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Hexy, Dev the stated hate tariff, cause daddy government, please please tax. Yes. He wishes to be taxed. And the real Zartax, the biggest reason to be self-sufficient is that an aggressor can use it to cripple you if they decide to attack. That's literally why the EU exists. It's like an economic version of MAD. Yeah, sort of, pretty much. But it also just benefits the nation overall. Like, if you have the resources required to be self-sufficient, there is literally no reason not to be self-sufficient. At the very least, no reason I've ever heard of. Right, all dominions, supported quarantine, rule, martial law. I don't need that. Why are you blinking at me? Dutiful youth, that was actually passed, yep. Chemical, machine center shift, yep. All of that is fine. I have a lot of material, which is nice. How much oil? Yeah, I've got loads of oil. Werner Watts, 41, inventor. The elders will love this little guy in the care facility. A mechanical cat that wants for nothing in return. Doesn't need to be fed, doesn't need to be cleaned, but gives eternal attention and love. At least as long as the steel don't rust. Perhaps I'll cover it with seal fur to encourage pets. Not that it needs them. I'll name him Buster. Mechanical fucking cats, pretty brilliant. Pretty ingenious. I like the idea of mechanical kitty cats. Right, should I just make more research districts? I feel like maybe I should just make more research districts, honestly. Yeah, let's make another research district. And let's expand some of these as well. That'll give me the extra 8 housing I need. As we wait for our expeditions to wrap up.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Alright, 32 scouts. What did you find out there in the wasteland? Blah blah blah. What did you even look at? Where did I send you? Apparently over here. Staging error, Rowett expedition. Judging from the remains, dozens of vehicles were manned and loaded here. Our scouts found some maps in a half-buried crate, each marked with the possible location of other generator cities. Ooh. Rowett knows. They left with such enthusiasm that many tools and scrap pieces were left behind to be buried by the snow. Other generator cities. So I remember this was something they mentioned in the first game, but never really expanded upon. It was kind of thought that your city was the only one to survive. Maybe that is not the case. Expedition, a row of hunters' hangars break the flat white landscape. Once the workers gathered food for a great expedition, now we may gather food to feed our city. Sure, why not? The Lovers. A pair of automatons lie broken in the snow. Their tracks show they lost their navigational bearings and followed each other in a circle until they broke down. The scouts make their story sound almost romantic. We can either take their cause or repair the automatons to work in New London. Take the cause. You know what? No, the two lovers. We will bring the two lovers back home. That is romantic. I like romance. That's good. That's a good thing.
The question. Fire is the answer.
Another valley. All right, check it out. I like that. That's a cute story. Curse of Winterhome. An ancient, empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Help. Snow. Our scout met some people living in shelters on the leeward side who claimed the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One can't plead the said. Stay away. I think you stay there for now. Ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. City's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought, and they take their chance in the Frostland. Rumor has it the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gas leaks from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. Well, that's a little uncomfortable, I admit.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Alright, everybody else is still out looking for stuff? Good, good. Alright, research refurbishing goods factory. Okay. Refurbishing goods finder, calibrated goods factory. 60 goods output. Yes, that one, because I really do need to start worrying about squalor. I really do. I have not worried enough about squalor, and I really do need to start worrying about squalor, because squalor is becoming a problem. And then we wait for our next expedition to finish. Yeah, squalor is by far my biggest problem at the moment. By far my biggest problem. The real Zartak. The main reason we're not being self-sufficient, besides line go up, is that it's more serious commitment to peace, hence the EU example. If you're reliant on each other, going to war is a bad idea. I mean, to a degree, but America isn't really in a position where it's going to be going to war with anyone now, is it? Bloodthirsty, hey Arch, have you ever heard of the franchise Black Powder Red Earth? It's a franchise with a tabletop, a video game, and a graphic novel. I have not known. Thank you for your very first super chat, sir. Now I bring in 325, war against the other cities. And Coroner, filtration towers should reduce squalor. I do need to get filtration towers at some point. Yeah, I gotta research that. Is this empty now? Fully depleted. Okay, so I'm presuming, is that cancelled automatically? I would... Resource deposits? Or do I, like, have to cancel it somehow? I'm assuming it's cancelled automatically. That would make sense. Right, continue your happy little expeditions into the great unknown, lads. Okay, what else did we find? Ice storage. A steel shed sits by a small crevasse. Its doors rusted shut, the letters IEC embossed across its roof. Our scouts managed to cut their way in and found a store of cores and tower pumps, parts once used to construct the generator. Alright, well that sounds like a gift horse. The Old Empire, possible settlement. Over the snowy valley towers an opulent manor, complete with a marble ballroom and an indoor pool of hot spring water. Okay. Our scouts walk straight past the classical library and turn to seascapes to be amazed by the fur coats and felting gear in the servants' quarter, as well as silver skinning knives and leatherworking tools. The scouts wanted to take the boots and coats home, but the commander disagreed. We should use these samples and these tools to set up a factory reproducing the works of the old world. Then everyone in New London will have fur coat and waterproof boots. And they will produce goods. Yeah, no, that sounds actually pretty useful to me. Oh yeah, don't have enough Frostland teams. Yeah, no, waterproof boots sounds pretty useful out here. Right, we should have plenty of fuel to survive until the warmer season comes in. Okay, city work compensation housing blocks. Parenthood, hospital, watchtower, hubs. Fighting hub, material demand, the workforce requirement, tension is decreased. Just demand is decreased. Air transport hub, okay. Harvesting hangars, skyways. I do need skyways, but filtration tower, squalor is significantly decreased. Okay, that's the thing I need. So heat is the big thing then. Squalor is decreased, squalor is significantly decreased. $20 heat demand, 40 heat demand. So the main thing is that costs 100 more workers. Yeah, I'll pay the luxury tax of 100 extra workers. I've got 1,000 of them, so I'm pretty good on workers for the time being. Also, I don't like this mechanic. This is the first mechanic I actually don't like so far. The thing like, oh, you'll have to click on this building to send prefabs to it, to repair it. Couldn't the game just do that for me? Isn't that something you could just automize for me? Well, yes, but this way you don't get bored, because you've got to click on things. Oh, trust me, clicking on things can get me bored pretty quickly as well. Tour there. Right, more things have been explored. Rowett Expedition. A transport lies in pieces, frozen corpses scattered around unburied. Our scouts have found a journal among the carnage. After that bloodshed weeks before, he's only got madder. He speaks of splitting atoms, setting the air on fire, ending the frost. He's declared this a one-way journey and hanged the men who argued, not waiting for the same. Splitting the atom, huh? I see. Zero Firewater, it's all the regulations, Arch. Also, the 100% tariff is dumb, since we don't have a domestic industry, and if you start something, the Democrats will tax it into bankruptcy. And not to mention, with the 100% tariffs, we'll just be paying more for the same shit. Well, that's the thing. If you can actually produce an industrial base, then you won't need to worry about it. The question is if it will be sabotaged, because the only way tariffs don't result in increased production of local goods is if you sabotage it. That is pretty much straight up the only way. Right, expedition. A pair of broken down transports are flanked by unmarked graves. Neither damage nor death were the result of natural causes. If repaired, the transport could be used for future expeditions, then again the core could be useful too. Expedition time is extremely decreased. I'll take that. Extremely decreased sounds very, very useful to me. Ghost Town. All signs indicate this settlement was inhabited, until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the heart of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The buildings themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle them. Okay, 30 teams. Well, I'll get that eventually. And even more food. I mean, shit, I can't even store all of the food I'm getting right now, so we'll wait a beat on that. As I think I've maximum expanded all of my exploratory capabilities right now. Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Yep, I have. Right, very well. Yeah, I got a lot more food than I can actually eat at the moment, which is a nice thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Right, that's the tower thingies. Activate surplus injectors. Oh, that's the thing I needed. Okay. Right, activate research and construct generator surplus injector. Okay. Right, heating. Is it up here? Heat surplus generatability? No. Melting deposit. Is that not the thing? But nothing else is marked. Surplus injectors. Generator, surplus injectors O2. Research and construct generator, surplus injectors. I'm just gonna assume that this has something to do with it and research it for now. Why not? And moss filtration towers. Alright, let's build one of those there. And which one of these haven't been expanded? You have not been expanded. Any way I could get more heating out of you? Yes, that will get me more heating, apparently. Okay, well, I'll take that then. Right, that'll decrease squalor by at least a little bit, which is something. It may not be much, but it is something. Diminishing. Good, good. Build another of those moss towers.
Please do not pilfer moss from the towers. It is crucial to the air filtration process.
Don't filter moss. Gotcha. Roger. Hiram Townsend. Sorry, little one, I had to take your mother. It was her time, but you're too small for my pile now. Would be a shame to deprive you of your life for so little meat. Go on, back in the water with you. One day we'll meet again, and I'll spare your children as I spared you today. Aww. Isn't that just adorable? He's feeling bad that he had to kill the little thing, but at least he's being nice to it. You know, that's nice, that's kind. He's a good boy hunter, you know? He didn't want to kill little things, Mummy, but he was hungry. And so he had to. Simple. Understandable, even. Right, 45 things. Do I want to strip everything now? 1 core, 500 prefabs. Yep. Give. Mossy caves. Our scouts insist the lichen and moss from these caves taste fine. Okay in soup, at least better than sawdust. Good. Cursed Circle. Nomads. Some nomads have left a circle of strange machines around a single charged body. Forget hope is carved into each machine, some of which contain useful cores. Our scouts claim the parts are cursed and should be left where they lie. Trust falls significantly. Nah. I mean, I don't believe in curses, but I don't need cores, I don't need cores enough to risk it, shall we say. Right, so you've got material, but you've got lots of trust, so I don't really care, and you've got +2 food. Right, that's all you need.
A deep freeze is incoming. Ignore at your peril.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the heating that's incoming, judging by the thing at least. Incoming whiteout, oh boy. Stuart, it's only a matter of time. We had an unusually long streak of mild weather, but now the meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at higher altitudes. A whiteout is coming. The wind will cause extreme cold and the clouds will blot out the sun, impacting our food production. Without shelter, ample fuel, and a stockpile of food, our people will be at mortal risk. We have to prepare.
Weather warning. Weather warning.
Okie dokie then. Right, right. It was inevitable, I suppose. Well, food shouldn't be a problem anytime soon. But I am going to need to research the skybridge thingy to increase fuel. Yep, skyways, get that going. We are gonna need that. We're probably gonna need improved pump jacks as well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's been summer up until now. This has been the nice period of the video game. We're about to experience the not so nice period of the video game. Alright, well, the scouts are still gonna go out and do their thing. It's been a gentle summer so far, little one. Really, Dada? This is summer? Oh, yes. It's not winter until the air in your lungs begin to freeze solid. Then you've got winter, child. Ooh, okay, surplus injector. Right, let's slap that down. As I suspect I might need it. 87%. We're gonna have more dudes soon, aren't we? Which is fine, I am actually going to need the workforce.
Do not succumb to wasteful fashion. A well-made coat.
Do not succumb to wasteful fashion. Nobody likes fashion. Fashion is gay. Homosexual, indeed. Right. Oh, I need dudes. Fuck. Should have taken that into consideration, shouldn't I? Oh well. Freight docks. 300 skyway capacity, 500 skyway capacity, automated freight docks. That does sound useful. I don't think I'm going to need that just yet, unless... Right, prefab factory, composite, waste management, resources, advanced pump check, that's the one I want. Yes. Squalor is significantly increased. Well, that's your problem. I'm going to need a lot more oil. Blessed with oil. Steward, some of the Faith Keepers have begun using oil for their ceremonies, convinced that this divine gift will get us through the incoming whiteout unscathed. The devoted receive a black smudge on their forehead, a sign of their righteous commitment to defeating the frost. Several made pilgrimages to the old dreadnought to bless themselves with oil from the source. The devotion to facing the frost is clear. Nice. Alright, so they got a little fervor. I hope the red marcus is good for people who like me. I hope. I truly do hope. At 75%. Faith Creeper rallies expand. Alright, do I need workers or do I need heat stamps? Just heat stamps, always motherfucking heat stamps. I never have enough goddamn heat stamps. Heat stamps, heat stamps, heat stamps. Next they'll start using the oil for sexual purposes. Oof. That will be when it has gone just a little bit too far. Then again, you know, water-based oil's a fine lubricant, no doubt about it. Right, 22, there we go. Right, Skyward construction. So can I just, like, upgrade this, or do I need to, like... I'm presuming I need to bring it all the way home, because otherwise it wouldn't work, surely. You'd think. Oh, Beacon of Hope. Steward, our guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders at the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading amongst the destitute groups scraping by in the frozen wastes, that our improved generator can ensure safety for all, that people here can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope in the face of incoming whiteout. There will be more people coming. Oh, boy. Hot Spring Refuge. In the heart of the mountain pass, an old loading station likely used to connect outposts 11 with the distant hot spring. Inside, we found the body of an elderly man who had frozen while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Rebuilding underneath this, unless we rebuild a hot spring. Trials of the city. Okay, I will not destroy it just yet then. It might become useful. And if it might become useful, I'll hold on to it. Right, wasn't I exploring something else? Yes, I've got 17 dudes left, which is enough for 59 materials. I really do not need materials. 42 shelter. Wow, thank you for arriving at exactly the correct time, too, you little fucking shits. Right, so Squalor has now decreased to the point where it's not really an issue, so new housing districts will be the best way to deal with this, won't it? Right, we're gonna need to ice break a little bit first. The wind is picking up. That's always a good sign.
Lamp maintained. It might just save your life.
Right, blah blah blah. Hold on, can you expand? You can. Okay, there's an opportunity here then. Am I thinking about this correctly? So if I build that one there, and then I build like that, and then I build that expand 3, 1, 2. No. No, no. Yeah, like that, I think. And like that. And that way, if I've been thinking correctly, which is by no means guaranteed, I can build that with heat from both districts. Yes, I was thinking correctly. Lovely. There we go. Lots of heat saved. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, I'm going to need more people over here, aren't I? Okay, so that is going to increase oil pumping by a fair old bit. I've got plenty of heat stamps for the first time in a million years. Right, so that's the advanced fracturing pump jacks, which will give blah 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 blah. Right, 400 workforce. So I'm gonna need 1,200, and I've got, so I'm gonna need 1,000 more workers. All right. Transfer people. A 1,000 more workers. And I'm then also going to transfer over more fuel, of course. And that's going to mean that I'm going to require more housing, as always. Wait, can I get a double heat bonus from this somehow? Probably not, no. No, I don't think so. Unless... hold on. Unless I free up a little bit of room.
Mail has just arrived.
1, 2, 3. Nah, I still think no content. Yeah, still can't get it. Yeah. Right, because then at least I can connect one up there and one... No, I'm thinking about this wrong again. Ugh. Yeah, because then I'll get a double one later. Okay, well, that's better than nothing. Better than nothing. I'm going to need more food, I'm going to need more materials and all of that stuff, but I've got loads, so that's not a problem. Generator, where is dangerously high? And levels are running dangerously high. Turn overdrive off. Yep, turned off. Yep, go on. Black baptism. Could you stop fetishizing the oil already? I know, it's useful, but please, this is getting a bit weird. Steward, the Faith Keepers organized a mass baptism in the Central District. Through oil we will be reborn. Through oil we will vanquish the frost and subdue the earth. Go forth and spread word through the city is the sermon they repeat over and over again. While the Faith Keepers insist that it was an innocent religious ceremony, the Evolvers are strongly condemning this show of force. They urge us to forbid further baptism. No. Let the baptisms proceed. Listen, I dislike the Evolvers far more so than I find it freaky that the Faith Keepers are fucking in the oil. Oh, God. I wonder if semen will dilute the efficiency of the oil somehow. I hope not. I pray not. I fear it will. I don't know. I suppose it depends on the quantity of semen in the oil. Ugh. I'd rather not think too much about that, but, well, necessity dictates that we worry about cum in our oil stores now. Okay, food should not be a problem. It is not. Material should not be a problem. It is not. And in fact, we can even give them some luxury goods, my God. How happy they must be for the generosity that is me. Right, and that should take care of the housing problem. Right, advanced fracturing pumpy jacky. So how much oil is actually left here? 4,539 weeks. A while. Okay, I don't need to worry about that in the immediate future then. Heat stamps. I fucking hate heat stamps. 250 fucking heat stamps too. Jesus. Alright, keep shipping the oil over to the main city. They need it a heck of a lot more than you do. Ah, boy, my logistical network is already beginning to creak under the strain. Not great. Rex Dale, 45, entrepreneur. A profitable day. First couple were all rags and bones, useless. But then there was this woman with real ruby earrings. Or to cover the arrival fee, I said, the wife will love those. Next was a bunch of strong fellas. I sent them straight to Elaine's place. She'll wring 'em dry before I get home. Lately, there's been less of them. Maybe word is getting around. Gotta take advantage of while it lasts. Aha. I see. So by entrepreneur, you mean you're defrauding new arrivals. Okay. I'm not for that. Outsiders. Yeah, no, we some rules are necessary here. Alright, accept all outsiders. Oof. That's always a dangerous proposition. Admit no outsiders. That sounds retarded. I'm going to need people. I'm going to need dudes. Allow productive outsiders. The only thing will contribute to the city's economy and turn away the unproductive. Percent of actual will slightly increase over time. Population growth is marginally increased. Heat stamp income per capita is marginally increased. Okay, so for once, I'm actually leaning towards the charitable option, right? Because we're all in this together. Humans are pretty fucking rare in this time. In fact, how the fuck are there so many people out there? I thought the Earth had frozen to death or something. Where are they all goddamn coming from? Hey. But productivity should always be the measure of a man. And obviously, we're going to extend this to families as well. We're not monsters. If you can present us with one individual in your family capable of, carrying his weight, doing his dues, then he should be allowed in. Right? It makes sense. 31 people against this. Really? Hesitant. 45 people are hesitant. Really? I guess they won't accept all outsiders. Plus, heat stamps. Oh, my precious heat stamps. Heat stamps. Heat stamps, chat. Heat stamps. Precious heat stamps. Precious, delicious, delectable, tasty heat stamps. Yes. Yes. Heat stamps. Heat stamps. Yes, Frostlanders and New Londoners. Okay, Frostlanders, what do you want? Dust coal mine, carrion coal liquefier, using 70% site ore from a mix of coal and organic waste material. 80 hour output, 4 to 60 car requirement. Disease is slightly increased. I don't mind that. Convert them all, Art. Working on it.
Is the question. Fire is the answer.
And what about the New Londoners? Blasting coal mine? I don't really feel like I need that.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Nightbringer 325 spies from the other cities, bar them and interrogate them. I agree. Wait, are you... Oh, goddammit. Well, can I even go back? I don't... can I even go back? Hold on. Survival... City... Yes, okay, so I can go back, right. So, we have ourselves an economic incentive now. So, Mechanic is on duty, says convert them all, which is accept all outsiders for $2. And Nightbringer 325 says allow productive outsiders. I'm presuming is from the city, bar them and interrogate them. Is that what I'm presuming that means? Alright, chat. If you wish to dispute, you will be allowed to do so. In the meantime, another interesting little thing. So, Dev has joined the Haitians, okay? Dev has joined the Haitians, and he's started eating crows. Why is he eating crows? It's because God decided to hurt Dev. Dev made a video on the Haitian things, and in the video he says there's not enough evidence, you know, we don't know for sure. It's plausible that the Haitians could be eating the pets, but we don't know. However, in the description, he then added, no, TLDR, no, they're not doing it, stop being fooled by charlatans, you idiots. And then, about 6 hours after Dev posted this video, police reports have come to light that Haitian immigrants are indeed being accused by people, real people, of eating and stealing their pets. And so Dev has joined them to eat crow. See, this is the problem with Dev. This is the primary problem with Dev that makes so many people antagonistic against Dev. Dev says, I don't know, I'm awaiting evidence, but he frames it as if, no, you stupid conspiracy theorists, there's no truth to this whatsoever, you're being lied to. And then the evidence comes out. Dev needs to modify his speech patterns a pitch, that's all. And Jesse Jinx, only let in the worthy. Yes. Alright. So it seems like the majority want the worthy to join. Alright. We shall go for that then. And we shall negotiate with the Frostlanders and advanced bio-waste hothouse. Food output, disease, carrion. I like that. Call requirement 60, 80 old, disease. I don't mind disease. Disease is unironically fine for me at the moment. And that should give me the majority I require. Vote, boys, vote.
Service guarantees citizenship.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
There we go. Decent-sized workforce still. Right, all of my Frostland teams are free now, so let's see, what do we find? That's a hot spring thingy. Outpost 11, possible settlement. Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the frost. Over many years, the settlement here salvaged its contents from materials and cores, at one temporarily declaring independence from New London. Now the warehouse is empty, we could use it as a storage facility or salvage the remains of the establishment. Greatly increase our stockpile limit. That 100,000 material is a lot, but stockpile sounds a lot more useful to me right now. Because I do need stockpile, and I have not yet found any way to increase my stockpile reliably, so stockpile would be great. Nonson's Storm Watch. Ooh, Nonson. The place where Fritjof Nonson was last seen just before the Great Storm hit. The captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the ladder extended. Our expedition can use this base to rest and resupply. Increases exploration speed. Always nice. And I can pretty much connect that immediately, so yep, definitely do that. Right. Onward, my pretties. Forge onwards. Move.
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect. $331 a day. Pretty good.
27 research, okay. I'm gonna head north now, I think. North seems good. Steam Valley, that sounds useful. As we wait for our research to finish. Crime notable, eh? Okay, so we've got some criminal delinquents amongst us. Unfortunate. I don't like criminals. There's another bunch of people. Intruders, New London. Steward, a group of strangers have arrived at the old dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. When they learned their tombs were destroyed, they were furious, clenched jaws, the only sign of outrage. As we've taken their camp, they ask we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. 12 guard squads. I don't have 12 guard squads. 30,000 oil is more than I want to give them. So I am going to need to start researching guard nonsense now. Let's hope they don't attack me. 96 recently beaten and mugged. Oh, good for them. Let's hope they don't attack me until I've researched how to make guards. I should have known there would be foreigners out there somewhere. The eternal threat of the foreigner. The watchtowers. Patrol watchtowers. Crime is slightly decreased. Heat demand. Heat demand. Isn't this one just objectively better in every way? 16 guards, 200 workers. Crime is slightly decreased. So it does what all of these things do, but it gives more guards. Yeah, I think I'll take that one. That one just seems better in every single conceivable way. Come on now, we must protect ourselves from the threat of the Auslander. I should have known. I should have known they would be foreigners. Even in this frozen hellhole, there would still be those who wish to take what is ours, who wish to steal from us. There. Sadie Goggins, 27, Potter, scrubbing the word heathen off her door. Claiming I receive men at night or that I ate Mr. Crenshaw's cat is no longer enough. Now they mark my door. Even Ginny, the shopkeeper, is avoiding me now. I've had enough. I give up. I'll go through with their damned baptism. It's just a bit of oil after all. A smudge, really. A trade, one mark for another. One that will buy me peace and quiet. One that will make me one of them. Good. Good. Subject yourself to the baptism, you filthy fucking heathen whore. Heathen whores. We must be careful of the heathen whores. Careful.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Alright, we are going to need more guards because people are getting uppity. They start stealing stuff, beating stuff, mugging people. I don't like it. I disapprove. I'm also going to need that damned freight dock, aren't I? Okay. Okay, right, so, what is best? Resource production outpost connected by skywards is significantly increased? Or merely increased? It's 600 workers. I think the higher capacity will be worth more in the long run for colonies, so we're gonna go with that one. Ebenezer, 1690. Are we sure Dev didn't have one of those beepers? Beepers? Oh, those beepers. That was awesome. I loved that. I love that. I hope it's true what they're saying about the beepers. It's apparently also walkie-talkies and solar cells now, which is pretty awesome. Okay, are you actually... Next reason deposit... Ah, yeah, you're actually out. You're not one of the ones with infinite ones, are you? You are, I think. Okay, let's make sure we add that. Let's not destroy you, that would be dumb. Talk of a protest. Steward, relations with the Evolvers have become unbearably tense. They see your current effort as utterly folly and spit on the ground whenever you enter the council. If there wasn't a whiteout at our door, we wouldn't be there with our fists held high, dragging the city to a halt until we finally start to see reason, they warn. We ignore them for now, but we may consider placating them before the weather worsens. Replace all due maintenance. Trust like the youth employment program, city builders bolster the city's workforce but decreases heat stamp income. Ugh. I don't need the materiel at the moment, so... I don't know if I can be bothered appeasing them, though, honestly. They're only 10% of the city. Ah, fuck them. Ignore them. I don't care about your whining complaints. You can get fucked and stuffed. Both. Simultaneously. At once. Right, so which one of you was the eternal one? That one. Did I not build the thing? I thought I built the thing. Okay, well, I'll build the thing now. Okay, more expeditions. Steam Valley. Go, go. Ridgeline. Yeah, check that out too, and then we'll see what you found all at once. As I'm kind of hoping there might be a settlement over there or something. Which would be somewhat neat. Right, what was the research thingy? Didn't I just build the thing here that would give them access to the infinite things? Am I confused? Am I confused? Didn't I just build the thing? Did I not just build the thing? Am I? What? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, right. I'm starting to wonder. Right, we can expand you later when needs be. And you've got that, excessive fertilization and everything, food, plenty, good, surplus, everything is fine. Separated families. Allow productive outsiders. Steward, a large group of people have set up a camp outside the city by one of our checkpoints. They claim to be relatives of outsiders we let in. My daughter is in alone in there, said a distressed mother. You need to let me in. She needs me. After checking, we told her that her daughter, a 15-year-old laundress, is safe and doing well, but the mother won't budge. Like her, the others are refusing to leave until they are let in. Marginally improve with evolvers. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Absolutely. Again, so long as you have a productive member of your family, sure. That's the entire clue. If you've got somebody in your family that is able to actually aid the workers, then we will obviously allow your parents and closest family in. That's only natural. Of course, of course. Holy motherfucker god, generation hyperdrive regulator, 40 cores, sweet baby fucking Jesus, I thought I had a lot of cores. I do not have a lot of cores, apparently. You have kept the faith in good terms for a long time. As your relationship flourished, their leaders have gone out of the way to appease some agitated members of their faction. Wish to keep the current state of the city, said one of them. We do not need to instigate amongst their ranks. Good, perfect. I love the way this game does fucking politics. I really do. I adore the way it does politics. So many games does politics in an unreasonably retarded way, where the various groupings within your city seem to actively work against you. In so many video games, whenever you have a political element, the only thing that exists within the political people are the active sabotage, you know? Where they're just something you have to appease. And if you don't appease them, they're just gonna start ruining anything and everything regardless. They will actively destroy the city and themselves merely just to spit in your face. Right? That is what they will do. In this game, they don't do that, and I love it. Keep them happy, and they will actually de-radicalize the populace for you. Like, God, I love that. Ah, I love that so much more. Right, society. Prisons. I like the idea of prisons, frankly. Punitive prisons. Isolation prisons. Thought correction prisons. Ooh. Tension is slightly increased. 500 capacity for detainees. Well, I don't need that just yet. Hospitals. I should maybe take... Yeah, do I need hospitals? I don't really need hospitals yet. Parenthood. Communal parenthood. Or dedicated motherhood. Women who bear children will be permanently spared from other duties to be able to concentrate on raising them. When it was decreased, personal diversity decreased. City-run facilities to ensure their well-being, leaving them free to concentrate on the needs of the city. Normally, I would always choose the dedicated motherhood, but we actually need women to work now, so... Communal parenthood is going to have to be the thing, but then we do kind of weaken the idea of teaching them the employment. I don't know. Co-liquefiers, heat dispatcher. Base heat demand of food district is significantly decreased. That sounds good. Yep, that will require less heat, which is always good. Geothermal plants, Is there anything else I need? Production efficiency is slightly increased. Efficiency bonuses. Yes, I like the idea of efficiency bonuses. Faithkeepers' rallies expand. Good, good. Keep expanding. Continue. Heat stamps, more heats. Oh, I actually got a lot of heat stamps now. Damn. Nice. But I can always use more heat stamps. There is no such thing as enough heat stamps. It simply does not exist. It is not a concept that I recognize. Right. Let's break that open. Right, so we've got... Yeah, that's a housing district too. Right, so housing district. Can you get a heat bonus from anywhere? Is that a separate housing district? No, but that is. Yeah. Break that as well. Getting chillier again. Expand. Oh. Oh. Did I do something? Did I forget about something? Apparently. There, and then a housing district there for the double heat. And we're gonna need more than that, aren't we? We are. Yep, more double heat. Food. I'll easily enough fix that. Heat surplus. Okay, the surplus injector. The warmth, our upgraded generator now pumps through the veins of the city is unprecedented. People take off their layers, testing the air with bare skin in disbelief. The dream of feeling warm again is real. Unless the frost tests us again. Yeah, unless that happens. Well, it's gonna get a lot fucking chillier in the future, boys, so, you know, don't get too hopeful just yet, but it's getting nicer out there every day. It's getting nicer. Right, I needed the thing. No, man, I don't set a simple cap here, finding out people of the not. So lower, and they will leave, and then we'll leave peacefully. I kinda wanna pay them off, because I've got the oil to do so, and I feel like this will be a long-term annoyance if I don't. But I also just kinda wanna flex me muscles as well. The nomads will scatter. See, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay them off. I've got the money to pay them, and it just seems safer that way. Veronica Petit, 73, caretaker, hauling buckets up the stairs. The elevator broke again. It's the newcomer kids, I'm sure. Little imps ride it up and down all day. Parents are no better. They push it into the queues, buy up all the meat, get drunk and rowdy like wild animals. What do they contribute to the city? Who do they think they are, acting like they own the place? Well, listen, okay, they're just a little bit excited, that's all. So John's been a man for 21 months. The problem with Dev and him being bad faith is he refuses to see patterns that are obvious to everyone else. Witcher. Yeah, to a degree. Settlement population approximately 5,000 people. Broken chains hang from the gun walls of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal, rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Weird how that happens. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos, with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do with the wreck. The shipwreck camp will provide guards. I don't like equality very much, though. The Woodsman. The sound of sawmills can be heard miles before reaching this small commune of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally, regardless of seniority, and they each wear the same uniform, even when not on shift. It seems they were once the organizer of the shipwreck camp. Many thought they were corrupt, and new gangs forced them out of town. Well, allow me to inform you about equality. Dispatch guards to take their shit away from them. But sir, we're all equal here. How could you do this to us? That's precisely it. You don't have anybody to protect you. It's very unfortunate for you. Very unfortunate indeed. Consider this a lesson. Shipwreck camp. A wall of whiskey barrels protect the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market is where servants themselves are bought and sold. Our scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death in the plague-ridden bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons and we can expand to the shipwreck itself. I see. Textiles factory. The factory's machinery has all been taken away, but thousands of uniforms lie in the warehouse, neatly sorted into rows according to size. A delivery schedule shows the clothes are being sent to the shipwreck camp. The last deliverance are marked as refused. The uniforms are simple but made from quality yarn. In any case, too many clothes are better than not enough. That is true. 25,000 good stockpile, I'll fucking take it. Hot Spring, settlement population approximately 3,500 people. These hard people live in deep reverence of the natural hot spring, which they believe can cure any ailment. Their simple hothouses and subterranean housing are barely enough to support their population, so their culture ensures nothing is wasted and no weakness is tolerated. They are skeptical of outsiders, but perhaps we can convince or force them to allow our sick to heal at their natural spring. Okay. Nameless Cliff, Hot Spring. Many small mounds under a cliff attract our scouts' attention. They discover hundreds of infant skeletons. Oh boy. A track from the top of the cliff leads to the hot springs. We can only assume they have reason for doing this. Perhaps we can offer to take any children the hot springs cannot support to New London. Yep, that's how you take care of infants. Crash dirigible. The Old Empire, an opulent passenger vessel, lies under the snow, barely visible. The charts itself inside indicated left London was heading for a site in the Ashtop Mountains, where the green storm struck. There seems to be many more bodies than the vessel was designed to carry. It will be grim work to dig around the bodies, but we can salvage cores from the wreck. Oh, yep, absolutely. Salvage the cores if we can. Familiar herd. The same reindeer herd has provided us food at various occasions over the last few decades. It seems the herd's numbers have increased. We can safely send out hunters. Alright, well we don't need that just yet. We've got plenty of food, so we'll just save that for now. Is that all the things I'd spotted? It was. Okay.
Here's the question. Fire is the answer.
23 people we can send out there to keep counting a little bit then. So, did that thing increase my transport capacity automatically, or is that something I need to build, perhaps? Alright, so... Right, 47. We are going to need those automated freight docks. Ah, so we do need to build those. I don't know where. Aha, so that's the thing you need to build over there. Now, that's a bit annoying, because that means I'll have less scouts. You know, I don't like that. I hate that, actually. Despise it, in fact. Right, what was I doing? I was extracting, fracturing pump jacks. That was what I was doing. Yep. Loads and loads more oil is what we need. Work compensation efficiency bonuses against 33. Why? Okay. Frostlanders and New Londoners are both going to get something out of me today, it seems like. Sujard, also, Dev wouldn't accept that placing his hand on a hot stove is what caused the burns unless the government tells him that's what caused them. Which, sometimes. Nice shard. You wouldn't think there would be a problem with inflation if, with all these heat stamps bonuses you are stacking. Going to dim goldfish. You missed my last super chat, and at least one before. I believe you must engrossed in the game. Witcher. Did I? I probably did. There we go. Yes, that's not the only problem with Dev. He sometimes also ignores evidence that doesn't line up with his beliefs. Witcher. Does he? I haven't seen that he does that too often, but it might happen. Did I miss another one? There we go. Did I? Did you usher Grandma into the back doors of the kitchen yet for their final meal? I did catch that one. So I only missed one. Not too bad. Recast composite factory. Yep. Building. Research building. Frontier foothold outpost outkeepers increased. Advanced bioways hothouse. Yeah, I can do that. And 448 against New Londoners. What do you want from me then? Squalor is greatly decreased. DCs is slightly increased. Okay. I don't like using heat for that, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Hear ye, hear ye. The votes are in. The measure passes.
Nomads placated. The left seemingly kind words. All is forgiven between us. This shelter is now your shelter. Our graves are now your graves. Okay. I feel as if I probably avoided some nonsense with that. Let's hope I was correct and I didn't just give away 30,000 fuel for no particular reason, as that would be a little sad. Right, what did I promise you? I promised you waste management composite materials, I guess. Alright.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
New rules, always new rules. Youth patrols, patrol watchtower and dutiful youth. Steward, we are pleased to report that our guard patrol's response time is improved thanks to the watchful eyes of young volunteers. These young citizens are so much help, said an appreciative guard. They monitor their neighborhoods, keeping tabs on troublesome individuals, and report their misdemeanor they spot. They've given me hope for the future. Yay! Minus 119 food does not give me hope for the future. Right, so that area is now out. Yes, and there's no infinite stuff there, so... demolish that district, hire more people to work there. How you doing, thing?
Service guarantees citizenship.
What? Oh, okay, there we go. Right, FUD. Yes, there was another infinite FUD thing down here. Let's go for the infinite FUD thing. I like the idea of infinite FUD. Harmony Drive, did you know the Fallout Storytellers fan project? The main voice actor passed away a few days ago and it feels like winter is home early this year. The Fallout Storytellers fan project. I do not know what that is, no. I don't. I've never heard of it. Animatacumen, evening, gents. Evening, Animatacumen. And Nightbringer, 325. Continue to build your military. Also, are you going to play the Rogue Trader DLC when it comes out next week? I am intending to, yes. I'll even have a special guest on with me. Alright, Frostbreaking. FUD District. Find more FUD. This could be a nice place for more shelter in the future, actually. Yes. Long district. There. FUD. Alright, plus 387. That's plenty. It's time to start sending a lot more of it. Now, plus 72. Gonna need more than that. Alright, this place is going to need that thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can't expand this anymore, can I? I can't. Right, get rid of the automated logistic bay. And we'll build the other bigger thing to increase the amount of oil we get. Because oil is gonna be pretty goddamn important, I imagine. Rallying Faithkeepers' proposed idea, machine attendants. Okay. Probably not a bad idea.
Frostbite. Keep your face and
Right.
ears
Waste
covered.
incineration facility is the next one I need. There you go, and that should increase the amount of oil I can pump. Not people, oil. There, you've got plenty. We can actually start sending a bit of an excess over. Yeah, we'll just send all of it. You've got food, 100 and you need materials. We can send you material. And you've even got quality goods. My, aren't you just absolutely fucking spoiled, you little shits? You really, really are. You really are just absolutely spoiled. Okay, the whiteout is right on my mother humpin' door. $3,980 heat. I don't know what the excess necessarily does. Why is my stockpile not increasing? Why is my stockpile not increasing? Right, are you actually out? You don't have like a deep melting drill or something? No, you don't. Why isn't my stockpile increasing? I mean, I've got the stuff flowing there now, don't I? So I'm burning the excess, I'd guess. That was the thing with the thing, yes. So that is the amount of extra heat I'm generating. Okay, I think I understand. So sending it, surviving, coming white out, sending it all over there doesn't necessarily make sense? Does it? Or does it? Radical law and agenda. The current law and agenda goes beyond what common citizens find thinkable. Machine attendants, I see. 441, hesitant 17. A drastic step towards progress. Okay. What can I give you? Fund the project, 511 heat stamps. Normally I would never, but I will pass with some of my heat stamps because I do have quite a lot of them now. Automation, here we come. Alright, Frostlanders. Here's your money. Be happy and be content.
People of the city, your council has voted.
It's gonna get really fucking cold very soon. Alright, 54,000 food. That's quite a lot. Hopefully that's enough. I hope and pray. I hope and pray. Alright, waste incineration facility. Once I get the other thing up, do I want anything? What are my stats right now? 42, 45. Alright, 45. I can dispatch some of those. Nomads. The site is guarded by a dark silhouette that turns out to be a nomadic people of this area. Clanking and grinding sounds echo over the ice in the distance. We can see the entrance to ice caves. Some nights we also hear violent shouting. Nothing is more terrifying than those that pass in eerie silence. The nomad's guard signals that we should not approach. We can only listen and wonder. Okay. The nomads invite our scouts into their homes. They didn't say much, but from what the scouts saw, the caves are a place for different bands to trade food and supplies. The efficiency with which the nomads used oil for lighting and heating was particularly impressive. As a gift, the elders offered sketches of their oil heaters, some of their simplest devices, yet more advanced than anything in our own homes. Call this slightly decreased. Awesome. Alright, well there we go. That was definitely worth 30,000 oil. Nomads, a possible settlement. Huge sawmill and kiln used to be a group of nomads to produce oil from frozen timber. Our engineers believe we can make the machine much more efficient. If we can get on speaking terms with the nomads, we could share the machine, offering them some supplies. Otherwise, we could take the machine by force. I mean, the nomads actually sound really useful so far. 70 oil... 5 million. 70 oil is not exactly a tremendous amount, but it is something, even if that something is not a lot. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fucking trek, isn't it? Can I even find a path over here? Sort of. It's going to be ridiculously expensive to establish, but... Alright, well, 70 oil is probably worth the cost. That's 35 dudes left. Okay. Well, we've been heading north so far. Oh, we've finally reached the edge of the northern map, have we? Interesting. Well, almost the edge of the northern map. But sir, there's a whiteout coming. Yeah, I know. You're a scout, aren't you? You'll live, won't you? I'm not sure, sir. I honestly don't know. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Alright. Here comes the whiteout. I do still have positive heat, which is nice. How are we doing over here? Minus 360 oil. Right, I think we need to adjust our shipment somewhat. Did that not do what I thought it did? Okay, that's just like, okay, man. Okay, so like this. There, right. No, that's plus 180. You are confusing me, video game. Please do not confuse me. Plus 185 battles. Okay, I do not need that much of a surplus for obvious reasons. Just keep a slight surplus. There. Plus 10. That gives me a minus of 10 over here. Wait. Did that? No, thank God. I was wondering, like, that didn't burn the entire stockpile in one day, did it? Because if it did, I was about to scream rather loudly and rather insistently, if I'm to be honest with you. Now, wasn't there a way for me to create some oil? Yes, recast composite facility, which creates 80 oil, which can be attached to industrial plants. Okay, can you be attached to this? Can I expand it? I can. And I can get a little bit of extra heat out of it as well. Minus 183 food, that's not great. It's not amazing, I admit. So that's the eternal one. Would I like to want to? Nah. Like that, I guess. And you are going to need the food. You're gonna need that and that. Advanced chemical hothouse. That is plus 80 food, which will help. And heating. Yes, I have the generator upgrades, just that I can't get it because of the thing that costs so much, yes. Advanced coal mines, heat dispatchers, 20 heat demand. Squalor slightly increased. Squalor is probably fine now, so let's begin moving in the direction of more heat to reduce our usage of oil. Right, Shroud, you're building a strategic oil reserve. Shameful, I know, but very useful. Very useful. Very useful indeed. Strategic oil reserves are worthwhile and should be cuddled and petted. Speaking of, I should make, like...
The Whiteout has been upgraded to Class 4. Wind speeds are expected
I should make another patrol thing, because I needed 50 for the highest thing I saw, so 50 guards would be useful. Luckily, it's not going to last that long, so I should be fine. I'm feeling quite confident with myself. Right, and then the salvage factories. Was it this a salvage factory? No, that one. Yeah, recast composite factory. Yeah, that one. And deep melting drill for that, which gives us 90 food, which again is not exactly perfect, but it's not exactly awful either. Let's expand you. Actually, do I have anywhere I can expand you? No, I do not. Oh, very fucking tragic. I should be fine. This should not be a problem. This should not be a problem at all. Yeah, you're fine too. What do you mean flashing red at me? You are fine. You're in a valley. You're better than fine. Now, competitively, you're goddamn safe compared to poor New London, which is having a bit of a hard time. 19 food, much better. There you go. See, nothing to panic about, nothing to worry about. We are safe. Happy and fappy and dappy and all of that. A little bit of extra heat. Not a problem at all. Right, so that thing is permanent, which means... Oh, saving. That thing is permanent, which means we can put on what? Waste incineration facility... Output decreases squalor. Do I really need to decrease squalor? I do kind of need to decrease squalor, yeah. Oh, did that not give me a new... Yeah, empty building stock. What do you mean it doesn't give me a new thing? Is it only for... Oh, it's only for industrial buildings. Well, fuck me.
Evacuated outpost workers. Report for rescue duty at once.
Right, do I have any industry that I can expand then? If I can even see my industry in the midst of this. Hello, you're an industrial sector. Good evening, sir. I need you to expand. Oh, you can't. Oh, shit. I'm impressed that the snowbreaking crews still work in this. A warm welcome. Steward, the Faith Keepers have increased the heat to all the birthing wards in the city during the whiteout. Long may we keep our infants' bodies warm in the Lord's light, unmarred by the blasphemous frost. One Faith Keeper said, may they never have to resort to prosthetics. Yeah, that would be nice. The evolvers are outraged. That's ridiculous. If the infants become marred by the cold, we can simply cure them. Any limbs they lose will be replaced by better ones. The temperature in the wards is consistent with the rest of the city. This is unnecessary. Worse, it is wasteful. I mean... Cold will cause less disease. Evolvers will approve of this decision. Cold will kill less people. Faith Kids will approve this in 30 heat demand per housing district. That's a lot of heat, though. That is a lot of heat, though. That is a lot of heat. That is a lot of heat. That is a lot of heat. Now, I'm sorry, Faith Keepers, you're gonna have to fucking eat this one. It's, you know, that is too much heat. We're already having problems with the heating, if you haven't noticed. So, no, we are not gonna go with that. Right. What is this? This is the extraction district. That's the thing, okay. Right, expand that. And we'll build the waste incinerator there, which should fix up at least some of our squalor problems. It's a bit nippy outside, ain't it? A bit nippy. Squalor severe, growing. Come on, I'm counting on you to make things better, waste incinerator thingy. Still growing. Well, fuck. Well, fuck indeed. Let's see. Let's get some more filtration towers going, I suppose. Disease is growing too because of the squalor. Yes, I do need to deal with that squalor in the non-too-distant future. God damn it, I have not been breaking enough ice, as it turns out. Break ice. Break ice. Extremely increased by squalor. I am aware. Trying to fix it. Come on, I really need the winds to stop blowing. Really need the winds to stop blowing. Let's see, do I have any of the thingity bobs? Moss filtration. Anything free? That one's free. Okay, I'll put one on that. And can people leave the city in the midst of this, I wonder? They can. Nice. Okay, start harvesting that food. Stop that. Squalor growing. Still growing? Gosh darn it. Why must thou do this to me? More moss filtration towers. Hasty overburn. Steward, some of our citizens worry that people are throwing out precious texts to be burned in a waste incineration facility. Yesterday, I looked through the pile and found 3 books from before the Great Frost, said one of the citizens. Imagine, they could have been burned. How many already have? How much knowledge have we lost in our haste and carelessness? Yeah, we're gonna have to keep the books. The books are kind of important. As much as it annoys me, the books are kind of important. Decreasing heat efficiency there will be quite useful, yes. Right, we're just about out of the worst of it. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all okay. It's not a problem. It's not a worry. What's that? Food district. Okay. It is a food district that's going to go away eventually, though. There you go, my pretties. Keep working. Just because there's an enormous snowstorm ravaging the land does not mean that you get a vacation. As you should all know by now.
Citizenship.
Right, child, but does Capital make such good firewood? It does, but sometimes we can't even burn these things that we would like to burn the most. Diminishing. Thank fuck, finally. Ugh. Yep, I cannot be increasing squalor now. That is simply not an option. Come now. So close. So very close. In the meantime, I might as well send out some more expeditions to explore the wasteland. There we go. Storm leaves. Right. Let's see. How is my city doing?
To wasteful fashion. A well-made coat is always in style.
Right, we are going to turn off the surplus injector because I'm going to need an oil reserve.
Fire is the answer.
For very obvious reasons. Whiteout still a threat. Oh yeah, it is. Ice turning to steam as the whiteout wanes, but it's clear that we are far from keeping New London warm forever. The whiteouts are not gone. What will we do if the horrors of the whiteout years to return? Asks the Faithkeeper. If we want to withstand them without fear, we must improve the generators even more, and that will require a great deal of cores. Dozens, 40 to be precise, yeah. We only know of one side with so many cores, the metal roots of Winterhome's ruined generator. We need to colonize Winterhome to get more cores to upgrade the generator further. Oh boy. Okay, that sounds, aggressive. Colonize Winterhome. Past the gorge in the cursed valley lies the failed city of Winterhome. Our scouts have avoided the ruins for years, yet without its cores we cannot upgrade the generator to its full potential. We must reach Winterhome and chart the area around it. We should take the time to prepare resources and workforces. Returning to Winterhome will pose significant challenges. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, will it now? Alright, well, if you say so. Hot Spring. Some people from the Hot Spring have started a market for goods crafted from bone. Oh. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beast to sustain themselves, including their bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us their goods for some food. 25,000 goods for 5,000 food? Fuck yeah. Hot Spring Mushroom Cave. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the Hot Spring populace to develop a hardier food source. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hot houses, or we could repair this facility and share its benefit with the Hot Spring people. The Hot Springs will be pleased. Good question. Makeshift mine. A group of nomads have dug a coal mine on this site, using it to fuel a set of crude hothouses. However, their design is flawed, and they haven't yet been able to grow any crops. A quick exchange between them and our scouts suggests they will give us the site if we provide them with enough food for them to travel elsewhere. Alternatively, we could send guards to drive them away. And dried oil well. A rusted derrick breaks the white horizon. Below the oil well lies empty. Our scouts found scrap materials in a large hangar nearby, along with blueprints illustrating how to convert Dreadnought's coil engines to use oil. Beneath a patina of ice and rust, our scouts found the surface of the oil derrick has been almost completely scored with psalms and prayers. Now, I'm already friends with the nomads. What could the hot springers teach me? A food harvesting site does sound kinda nice. Especially as some of my others have worn out. But food production efficiency being increased is also kind of nice. Enemy document, but Arch, what about snow days? Snowman! Snowman. And yes, Jinx, have you played the shows? How you play shows me I can do it so much better. No, not at all. Zero Firewater, Archley, you ignored 2 supers. Also, Purple Woman is TDS incarnate, didn't I? Zero Firewater, we live in a world where Biden on the campaign trail, he'd fuck over the oil industry, and the people who said he'd fucked over voted for him. I remember in the fortification later, they greased palms. Yeah... we will not attack the oil industry, attack the oil industry. Democrats hate business and want to just implement communism, so first world countries will be in the same position as the third world. So tariffs in reality fucks over because the Democrats in another term. Possibly, but... I'm going to repair the heating system, because... I mean, that would give him access to the hot springs, I guess. Well, 250,000 food. It's not a lot of food, but it's something. Right, okay, so let me... rebuild that. Oh, no, not enough teams, damn it. Because then I'll get an extra source of getting rid of disease, which is stable, but a little high, so I would like for that to go all the way back down again, if at all probable. If at all possible, in fact. Tension, severe. Generally extremely increased by severe squalor, greatly increased by notable disease. Don't worry, the notable disease will be going away eventually. We're working on it, we're working on it. Build this anywhere. I can build that actually kind of everywhere. Nice. I still have plenty of materials, so I don't need to worry about that. Still got plenty of goods, so I don't need to worry about that. Really, oil and food is my only concerns, and even those I've got pretty good supplies of. Squalor is the big bitch. Especially as the people keep fucking, aggressively so, and they will not cease. They just won't stop fucking. Limited workforce. Didn't I pass this? I thought I passed this. I thought I passed this. Didn't I? Hold on. I thought I passed that, didn't I? I could swear to God I passed that, didn't I? Society? So the machine attendants. Okay, so that's... I could actually replace the workers. I don't really need the workforce, to be entirely fucking honest with you. I don't really need the automated workforce. That's the one I got. Yes, the radical idea. No new work attendants, yes. Alcohol? Wood alcohol? Heat stamps, okay. Labor organization. Production efficiency is slightly decreased. Trust has decreased. Leisure. Heat stamp income tends slightly decreased. 4-day trust. Housing block. Heat stamp, heat demand. Disease is slightly increased. I'm gonna research that just in the hope that it'll lead me towards something that can deal with squalor. Because squalor is what we call a absolute god-awful bitch. Oh, hello there. I didn't notice you had increased all of your squalor too. Why did you do that to me? I guess that's what the little blinking symbol was all about, huh? I see now why you were blinking at me. Right, and then... Moss filtration towers. That should calm the fuckers down, I'm hoping. Sister Evelyn, 36, midwife. Oh Lord, giveth me the warmth to save this infant child. Keep her whole. Let her survive this profane cold. They have always think they can just piece you back together, like you're some machine. They think you're weak, born too soon, not worth the investment. But the Lord made you this way. You are perfect as you are, and I will keep you alive. Yes, sweet one, cry. It'll keep you warm. The Faith Keepers are gonna be a little pissy with me, but frankly, they've had it all their way for a very long time. The Faith Keepers can fucking suck it for once. Simple as.
Some chemical food additives are highly flammable. Arrange cupboards carefully.
Sometimes, even the Faith Keepers are just going to have to fucking suck it. That's just how it is. Not my issue, not my problem. Alright, can I find any more double heat areas for me here? Ugh, God. There, that's a nice double heat area. Right, that should keep them happy for a second or two longer. I've almost hit the progress thingy. I wonder what will happen when I do hit the progress thingy. Maybe it will give me something awesome and I will be happy I did. Alright, housing distribution, workers' housing. Heat stamp, income, shelter, heat demand, disease slightly increased, heat stamp, that doesn't help me. Heat stamp, income per capita slightly increased. Merit-based housing, yes, that one. You want to live in a pretty place? Well, you better work hard then, hadn't you? Oh, you can just put those in the production areas, can you? Interesting. I see. I see. Alright, we're not going to worry about that just yet either. Alright, 58 people. That will give me more than enough to build the trail thingy. Trail. Trail. Right. And then also need trail. Trail. Right, and then they will give me access to the hot springs, I believe. Which will be quite lovely, I assure you. Breakdown point. From the size of the abandoned workshop, the wooden scaffolding and support structures, our scouts believe a dreadnought was serviced here for several months. Around the workshop, they found remains of training equipment, targets, bows, rifles, and compasses, all used and repaired and used again to the point of shattering. A small graveyard stood to the side near a crude sculpture of a man covered in eels. Its plain thread, those who stay are lost, but those who move on will be found. I see. Speaking of, blocked by Storm. Okay, so that storm will eventually move away, and then I can get Winterhome. Slavers Camp. Blocked by storm. And Buried Village. Materials. I really don't need materials. That is the one thing I really do not need at any point. Now, what I could really use is just, you know, storage yards. That is what I could really use. Massive, massive fucking storage yards. Dreams of utopia. Steward, to the delight of faith keepers, our city is now firmly embracing progress and appears to be in the path of making progress according to our society. We must ensure our city never aligns with adaptation. Declare a member of faith will need to fully embrace progress. And pressure point. Steward, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to prove they no longer require the meager warmth offered by clothes. Okie dokie then. We have a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need to pillage it in pursuit of some warm utopia, one shouts to the crowd. We are the warm utopia. Adapt to the frost, and everywhere will be warm. The Fate Keepers are outraged by this display, worrying this may sway others to Evolver's cause. They want you to put an end to this blasphemy at once. Yes, ban nudism. Now, I'm worried by the fact that their crazy meter is ever increasing. I don't like the fact that their crazy meter is increasing so rapidly. I am worried that they might start doing something instead of merely complaining about it. Guarded voting, you say? I like that idea. I'm sure somebody would, negotiate mostly hesitant. Okay, Frostlanders. You see those crazy adaptationist people? They're fucking insane. Come on, work with me. We can fix this. We're just going to need to fortify the election just a tiny little bit on occasion, okay? That's all. We're not talking about removing democracy entirely or anything. No. We are merely talking about the adaptation of a hint of fortification to avoid the worst excesses of the zealots, yes. Expedition support. Refurbishing good factory, 60 good open. That one. I don't really need the goods, but that'll be useful enough.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
There we go. That's better. That's much better. Oh, fucking Evolvers. Steward, the Evolvers have taken the streets in protest against the city's growing dependency on oil and the generator. We cannot stand by and let the Faith Keepers further bind us to a single point of failure. We kept silent and the whiteout endangers all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their dissent known. Infiltrating the most vital buildings in the district, they hold the production line hostage. What should we do?
Fire is the answer.
Then we research communal parenthood and youth. Demolish waste and repel machine attendants. No. Protest is halted in effect for every 1,000 of the... due to poor relations, they've also begun to protest seek to change direction to Lincidian. Production is halted in the affected district. For every 1,000 of their supporters, they will spread another one over time. You can negotiate an end to this district, quell them with guards. It'll be more difficult, more violent, the higher the fervor of protesters. Nullifying the fervor will spread them, block the district fully, as well as ultimately make the protest collapse. Well, counter-protests. counter-protest, I think. Casualties expected? That's fine. There you go. See, there's a lot more people who agree with my vision of the future than yours. Fuck you very much, sirs. Now, this does make me interested in working on that prison research again, however, as I'm starting to feel as if society is under attack, and there's going to have to be some way to make sure that dangers to society are kept inside, yes. That one. Refurbishing good factory station. Alright, fine. It's not like I don't have plenty of workers. So I'm pretty sure the housing problem will be taken care of once they fuck off from inside there. I think. Oh, I've blocked that in, have I? Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. See? My zealots are a lot better than your zealots, so fuck you. Don't give too much to the zealots, you will find yourself with the holy sword dangling over your neck. No, I will be the holy sword, and I will dangle over other people's necks. That is how that's going to work out. That is how it's worked out in the past, that is how it's going to work out now.
Your adoring letters, and will answer personally in due time.
Simple dimple, yes, that's how you deal with rabble-rousing shits. You build prisons and you put them people inside of the prisons.
Guaranteed citizenship.
Path of Power. Steward, the Evolver's protest has terrified many in the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the steward's power, but he couldn't have foreseen the dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leader's authority for the safety of the city. Several proposals have been suggested that would help us deal with the protest. It is up to you to decide if we will place them on the agenda. Merit-based housing. Oh god, a lot of people are against that. Guided voting? Yes, yes. Listen, this is for our democracy, everyone. Vote the way I tell you to, or democracy will fall.
Hear ye, hear ye. The ayes have it.
I like the idea of guided voting. I tremendously like the idea of guided voting. Let's make this the standard from now on. Ah.
A law has passed
The
in
new
council.
normal.
Take
Beautiful.
heed.
I like it. I like it a lot. Loading press loading station. Oh, didn't I do that already? Ah, there you go. Rebuild the loading station. Now, access the spring. There we go. That will decrease diseases, which is nice. Right, I've got like 5 frost teams. Am I sure I've gotten rid of this? So frost teams, requirements: ice melter, fortitude base, winter palace, nonsense stone watchland, outpost, great kill, familiar herd, hot springs, mushroom cave, hot spring 10. Okay, so I guess they are. It's just that I've got too many of them dedicated to too many dumbass things right now. I do need more explorers. That is kind of important. I've got a ridiculous amount of a workforce, but I need logistical districts. And I don't think I can build anymore. No, I have to build them on the things. Right. Demolish Scouts headquarters then. And we're just gonna suffer the casualties, because we've got a lot of dudes right now, so if we take a few casualties when we venture out into the wastes, that is actually not the biggest issue. That is actually no longer the biggest issue. Members abandoned Faithkeepers. What now? Stewards, in the face of more fervent factions, some Faithkeepers have decided to desert the counter-protest and leave the faction altogether. We didn't sight up to fight crazy militants, said one deserter. Violence will not change our city for the better. I disagree. It seems not all the Faithkeepers were up to the task. Be wary of whom you send to counter-protests in the future. F-word. Debbie Ian's 52, shopkeeper. The steward called on us. There was a time I thought we could all get along, but then they threatened the city. Our city. That's when I saw them for what they are. Firebrands and criminals. The steward called on us and we heeded the call. Not for us Faithkeepers, who will stop those filthy evolvers? Exactly. Don't worry. I am preparing to build prisons to take care of them. Parenthood, hospitals. I really don't want population growth right now, honestly. It doesn't seem useful to me. Efficiency, communication hub, trust in neighboring housing districts is increased.
Fire is the answer.
Materials demand in neighboring districts decreased. Emergency hub. Disease neighboring transport hub. Neighboring district decreased. None of this is frankly all that useful. God, I wish there was a storage building somewhere. I really wish there was a storage building somewhere. Pyrochemical oil extractor. That's a lot of oil. That is a ridiculous amount of oil. That is a stupendous amount of oil. Outpost upkeep is decreased. Tension is marginally increased. Outpost is increased. So progress must be really close to being fulfilled now, right? Surely. So, that one. Production efficiency, just so we can drain them dry quicker, hopefully. Click the shapes? I can't click the shapes. Nothing happens. Look, nothing happens. Just doing Arch, click the shapes, please. My tism cries, but they don't do anything. Look, I'm clicking the shape. The clicky shape does nothing. The clicky shape does nothing. Inquisitor Thomas, definitely not Skaven. Hey Lorart, is the game good? Thinking of getting it. Also, I've started Frostpunk themed D&D, which is going to be fun. It's very good, yes, I enjoy it tremendously. And the real Zartax, if they're going crazy anyways, you could consider condemning them to decrease their influence and member count. That is a good idea. Condemn. Bad people. Bad. Also, prisons. Prisons? Where are my prisons? You promised me prisons. You promised me prisons. Where are the prisons? You promised me prisons, video game. Video game, where are the prisons? Ah, punitive prison, there we go. Tension, crime, down by a lot. Good, good. Prison, I like prisons. Oh, hello. Hello. That's a button I didn't know about. Now see, that's a useful button. I like this button. Why did nobody tell me about this fucking button, huh? Fuel stockpile hub. I like that, yes. Proximity workforce demands in neighboring extraction industrial district is decreased. Okay, that's great, yep. Yep, build the one there. Hello, that's a very useful button. Okay. Yep. Build one there. Goods stockpile? I have a lot of goods. Food. Food stockpile. Infrastructure with infrastructure. Proximity workforce demand in neighboring food district decreased. I don't even really need that, to be entirely honest with you, but still. Food. Useful. Actually, I should have built... Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I should have built little holes in these areas, actually. Because then I could have built, you know, these things in the middle of the city with little prepared holes to help things out a lot. That would have been useful. That would have been tremendously useful. By sheer unadulterated accident, I have created a few of them, which is nice. Very nice, very nice.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Oh, don't worry. We've got plenty of oil. We're gonna fill up our larders and our stuff. La-dee-dee, la-dee-da. Still covered by the fucking storm. Alright, weren't we going to get more of these? 10? 10? Is that all we have? Surely you must have more. Collateral damage, machine attendants. Steward, a worker died in a gruesome accident involving a shredding press. No emergency shutdown was available since the machine attendant law mandates the removal of anything that would hinder efficiency. Bob tripped, and the machine sucked him up, chomped him to bits. His screams, I'll never forget his screams, said a shocked witness. Then there was some kind of mechanical gurgle, and the whole process went on as if nothing happened. After such an incident, some demand we add some safeguard to protect people. What should we do? Nah. Just don't fucking trip, retard. The fuck's wrong with you? It's real easy, just don't trip. Alright, I'll turn that off for now.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Alright, send people over there to begin exploring it. We've got 20 people left over. I really don't need coal. Increase exploration, increase all stockpile limits. Yeah, do that, because I need stockpiles. That one's off. That one's off. I wonder if the food regenerates if you're not actively exploiting it. That would be a really nice touch. If you're not actually hunting, the caribou repopulate, which would make sense. That is kind of what caribou would do at that point. Obviously. Oh, why did you have any fucking fuel, you little dumbasses? There, you tards. Alright, I'm definitely gonna need that pyrotechnical Jackie thing that they talked about. Which means I'm also gonna need some more moss towers and living arrangements over here, but that too can be arranged. Now. Build not heating, advance. Pyrochemical oil extractors. Yes. That sounds aggressive. I like it. I like it. And with the heating hubs, that should give me actually some extra oil too, shouldn't it? Yes, it should. Oh, nice. Very nice. Speaking of...
Feel no misplaced pity for prisoners. Pain is part of the punitive process.
That's true. Now, where did I put my prison? How do I throw people in prison? Can I throw people in prison? I want to throw people in prison. I desire to toss people in prison. I have a desire to put people in prison where they belong. Can I expand this? I can't. Oh. Very nice. Round up evolvers. Yes. Begin rounding up the crazies. Oh.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
I don't know what we just voted on, but apparently I've got a new law. Right, nice for me. Good for me, I guess, I think. There you go, round them up, put them in the little prison cells where they belong. Attention, who cares? It's mostly because these people are pissed off at me anyway, so I might as well screw them over. It's fine, it's fine.
Stewart.
Oh, I can do that multiple times, can I? Nice.
Stewart.
Detainees. Ooh.
Stewart. Hear us. Stewart.
Do you hear us, Stewart?
Oh. Favorable or better relations. Okay, so I can make the Frostlanders de-radicalize the Evolvers for me. Interesting. I like that idea. Right, it's getting a little bit bubbly. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it will be fine, chat. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. If they decide to do something gay, we will simply just destroy them with the guard forces. It's not a worry. It's not a problem. It's just how things are these days. Sometimes you gotta create a little bit of bubbly bubblies so as to calm things down in the long term. Tuning a gyrator feeder. So perfect, so beautiful. I'm not worthy to look at you, and even less to touch you. I'm just phlegm and viscera, doomed to rot. But I will earn your favors. I will spend my waking hours servicing you, seeing to your every need, and so will my children and their children after them. Good. Good. Worship the machine. This is what we like. This is what we like. Speaking of, do the guardhouses decrease tension? No, they decrease crime. Okay, well, that makes a certain amount of sense. Winter Home ruins, eh? filled with toxic miasma seeping from chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley covering some of the fissure, but we would bury the technology roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundation of the destroyer generator and salvage the cores with it, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground even more open. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. That sounds like it's going to cause a lot of people to die horribly, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh well. What is a little death and destruction amongst friends? Heroic expedition. Some survivors of an expedition have been taking refuge in an old coal mine, but they refuse to return to New London without their commander. He's our only hope. He'll come back and he'll bring the secret to the first spring with him. If we kind of find out what happened to the rest of the expedition, perhaps we could convince them to come. I mean, 3 cores I will take. 100,000 coal I'll take as well. What is that? Oh, fishing spot. Apparently we've eaten all the fish there. Well. Road expedition. An abandoned research station battles the wind. Our scouts found a sealed case of letters from the lab of Fortitude Base. The station's purpose remains unclear. The final note is addressed to Rowett himself. We don't need the others after all. We can do it ourselves. Scientific equipment is gone, but we could disassemble the structure itself. Alright, well, I don't need to right now, so... Okay, I've explored a lot now. Not quite everything, but we're pretty close to quite everything. We just need to connect the path. The paths. It would be nice to focus on something that decreases further next, I think. Yes. Yes, it may be wise. It may be wise once we've finished rounding up all of the evolvers and put them in jail. Then we might need to worry about such things. Bureau... Oh. Well, there you go. There's the solution to my problem right there. A Bureau of Propaganda. I knew a solution would reveal itself. Listen, once again, our democracy is under threat by those goddamn evolver sacks of bitches. To protect our democracy, we must vote the way I say.
Hear ye, the proposed law has been approved.
There we go. See? Easy peasy. Easy peasy. It was never any real danger. Chat is just overly worried because chat is paranoid. That's why.
Into force.
I do need more houses again. God damn it. What is with this insipid need for houses all the fucking time? I swear to Jesus. What do you mean, not enough tiles? Oh, I see. Are you finally out of food? You are. Alright. We shall demolish you. You serve me well, little cooking house. You serve me well. And now you go to your eternal rest. heating up. I could use more guards, just in case the evolvers get uppity again, but surely the recent bout of crackdowns have taught them a valuable lesson about subservience, I would think. Requires 20 Frostlander teams. Okay, well, they're out on an expedition now, so they should be returning fairly shortly. But that will be a story for another time. As now we are on chapter 2, which means I think we're what now? Let me check. Main menu. I think we're like 70% into the game or something now. Let me check. Story. Chapter... No, we're about 50% in. Yeah, chapter 3 out of 5. Alright, making good progress, I am really enjoying this game. This is a great city builder, by the way. If any one of you are wondering if I like it or not, I love it. It's a great city builder. It advances on the original in every single way that is worthwhile. Like, it's a genuinely good upgrade. I adore it, and I look forward to more games like this in the future. But for now, until next time, chat, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for generous donations, as always. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Till then, have a good day.